So basically what we're going to do a live podcast, and I'm going to call this podcast Takeaways. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk around, talk to some of you, and I want someone to raise their hand on what your big takeaway is. If someone's saying that final percent thing that Greg was just on social media all the time with, what'd you get out of it? Give me your one thing so that we can maybe condense some of these things. We're going to take about 10 minutes to do this, and I just want your 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever thing that you were like, wow, that punched me in the heart. Who wants to go first? Budokai.
One of the big things that I took away so far, at least, right, with everything that's going on, is that if there's something that you want, there's always going to be that shit in the middle. And that was so great. I mean, even with the image of it, just that big fluffy shit that nobody wants to go through and everything like that. And the funny thing is, I'm kind of in that place right now. There's something that I want, but I'm in this big dump. And I'm trying to figure out how best to maneuver through that. And really, it's the way we respond to it that can help us get to the other side of it.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out how to maneuver through it. Was that... all right. Hey, so my nephew actually said this to me. He said the only thing different between a bad joke and a dad joke is whether you have a kid. So I finally can do dad jokes, right? Yeah, that's good, right? Who wants to give me another one? Oh, yeah, all right, Tyler, give me one.
So the car accident was really touching. Here's why. Because, I was like, man, if I died, I was like, pain over. Right? Next speaker, it's like, pain's not going to make anything over because pain is your asset. And, I've been going through absolute shit, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. And I'm coming to the end of it, and I've had really great people around me the whole time, but, it doesn't mean the pain doesn't go away. And have that be the motivation as far as I'm, creating more for myself and becoming more and actually, defining, that darkness of my soul and becoming more light, that's huge for me. So.
Becoming more light. Come on, give it up for Tyler. We're just going to make the big fella go. Come on.
Go next. Hey,
do I need to stand on a chair?
Yeah, I can stand on the chair.
No,
Let's go, baby.
I need to. You're already standing on a chair.
So who's having a good time, by the way? Let's go. Everyone having a good time? I'm having a great time. Anyways, my big takeaway right now is the bridges, because Ian and Evan Macklin, these are my boys. They've been dealing with you for a long time. I didn't even really know who you were until the last couple of months, and I've met so many great people. We got Boyd from freaking Wisconsin over here, the YMCA guy, and I'm just, we're just bridging all these people and networks. It's just so important to get around people and create bridges, and life's really all about bridges and meeting people and going to that next level. Final percent, baby.
That's so powerful. One of the things, because Eileen brought the bridge concept to us, and I remember her looking at me. She's like, yeah, but it's not really that sexy of a word. I'm just saying, he made that sexy. I mean, yeah, we all like bridges. Who else? Oh, all right. We got some overachievers here.
Holy smokes, this conference is just amazing. Where's Katie Richardson at? Where's she at? Katie Richardson, I'll just tell you, her speech was just amazing to me. She just totally moved me. And what I'm going to say is, are you committed to your fears or are you committed to your future? Her declaration of hey, she was scared. She was on this ledge and she's wondering what she needs to do. And she reminds herself every day by declaring. And so I was talking to my boy D'Angelo, and he's going to go to Lookout Mountain and write his declaration. And I'm thinking to myself, man, as I start to speak and I start to do different things in my life, and I get nervous and I get in my head and I'm like, am I going to say it right? What are people going to think about it? No, man, you're meant to be. God's got a plan for you. You can do it. Just declare who you want to be and go get it. So, hey, I love you guys. Let's go the final percent, everybody.
Oh, come on. Give it up for him. Oh, here it is.
Hello there. I just wanted to say I'm not trying to go off of what this guy said exactly, but another shout out to Katie Richardson, because when she was talking about who we all are and who am I, it was attacking some kind of fear that I had inside of myself, is I'm not meant to be this person that I think I'm supposed to be. But it was really an awesome reassurance on her part to kind of make me a kick in the ass to say yes, you can be exactly what you want to be. just accept that. So thank you, Katie, and let's go to the final percent.
Woo! Come on, give it up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Gary, did I see your hand up? All right.
My name is Gary Moloch. I'm taking from this whole experience what Mr. Bogert said. Every interaction matters. You know, making sure that you have a strong impact. It's something that I always try to do in my life. I always try to keep a smile on my face. And, you know, just making sure that we impact people everywhere we go is, you know, I think one of the greatest things that we can do in life. So, you know, go the final percent. Every interaction matters.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Thank you, Gary. All right, we're gonna get this side of the room. You guys are a bunch of overachievers. I don't think that there's any. All their hands went up. I don't think there's any. Valford's like, that's your time. You better not go over it. That's my taskmaster. He's good.
So my biggest takeaway from this whole thing is my spiritual faith and journey is more important than anything in this material existence. Every single one of these speakers have been speaking about that at one point or another in their whole journey. And if you've never heard of the book, I'd like to recommend it highly because it started this process for me years ago. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's called How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself. It has amazing meditational skills in there, and if you can get the CD with it, I highly recommend it. And the second book I highly recommend is the Bible. I read it front to back, and it's done amazing work in my life.
Amen. Thank you so much. All right. That's fitting. I look over, I have 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Nice, your number. All right. Well, my name is Joanna Rosa Sainz. I'm a native here in Denver. What I've got from today so far, first, I'm honored to be in a room full of all you amazing people. Thank you for allowing me to share my space with you. But find your why. Moved people move people. We pull or others pull us. Use your pain to help others. What kind of bridge am I on? Dragon. Let me think about that. I am, and I'll stand for this one.
Yes.
I am Joanna Rosa Sainz. I am here to serve the constituents of Colorado by allowing my light to shine so others can see that God does exist. I am extraordinary, not ordinary. Thank you.
Give it up! All right, I'm not making anyone follow that. I'm not making anyone follow. Hey, Katie, you just came back in, but we already had like 3 people be like, "Where's Katie at?" They were saying just how amazing you are, and I tend to agree with them. Just so you know. But thank you guys so much. This and you know, I want you to listen to this podcast because it's always fun to watch other people's version of it, other people's perspectives, their takeaways, because their takeaway is just where they're at in their life right now, and at some point you could potentially be where they're at. So their takeaway could be your takeaway tomorrow. So remember that. It's the final percent.